I preemptively apologize for at the end of this video, I'm going to have to get a little real. Something bad happened, but let's get back to the Digimon. Now, don't let the relatively similar shape fool you. Lavorvomon here has Digivolved. It's true. See, he's more... I guess he could just be more excited. I guess that could be kind of like an evolution, especially these days when everything's so dang depressing. They're like, what is this? What is this transformation? It's called happiness. What? Anyway, now they're called Margaritamon. And so they're a perfect level Digimon. They have Digivolved. We have one more form to go, or else, you know, I get scolded. So then over here, MegaloGrowmon. We used to have Growmon, now they're just bigger, and they're partially made of chrome digizoid. You know, that one metal that's like the strongest metal ever conceived. I assume only digitally. Is that kind of like pretend armor? Like, pew pew, nuh-uh. I have chrome digizoid on. They're like, bah, we're inside a computer, so like, I guess so. Other than effort, their requirements for Digivolution are already fulfilled. They have over 30 battles. I'll check those again, as I always do, because I don't want to make any mistakes here. But their ratios are good, right? Like, what is their ratio, actually? I never pay attention to this stuff while I'm going. 90 and 93, and then 92 and 100, so ooh. Actually, if this side loses in a one-on-one battle, that would kind of be bad for just whatever, just do it. Just do it! I want to see what they fight like. They're both virus, and it's just gonna be like crazy because I can never figure out which one it is. I did notice at least that Dokugumon, if you shake it about 23 times, they will do a mega hit at least, and that's cool, but everyone else, I don't even know. I just shake them like nuts and let the cards play. Go! Ooh, okay, so MegaloGrowmon shoots out CDs. That's cool. Actually, they kind of remind me... What do they remind me of? They remind me of, like, original Game Boy Dr. Mario balls. Oh. The one Digimon I really didn't want to lose. Well done, Margaritamon. Let's see, what's your ratios now? 85 and 92. That's not good. That's not good. So let's just, I guess, yeah, sure. Let's fight Lavorvomon. That's 23 shakes. Does that do anything? Well, that didn't do any giant hits, but in single, they don't really ever seem to do giant hits, so I'm just gonna let this play out. I just wanna watch all of this. Yeah, that is so satisfying to look at. That black ball with the one dot highlight, it takes me back, you know? That's right. I'm drawing this out because of nostalgia, so I need this today, sorry. Yeah. Yeah! Little black original Game Boy balls. Uh-oh, Dokugumon needs stuff. I wonder if they're more needy because of the poor care in the beginning. They seem to need stuff at like a slightly higher rate than others. There, see? 23 shakes, you get that Giga hit in. Indeed, but only with Dokugumon. So I guess that's good though. We need to raise their ratios as high as possible, right? How are you doing? 25? 3? Well, that sucks. We do need to raise their single above 90, because I still don't know how they consider the average between the single and the team. If it is just a straight combined average, we're still above 90, but it depends on how weighted it is. If it's more battles, would be weighted against less, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to do more single battles with them to get them higher, and it'll be easy because I know what their mega hit is. Now then. As for the garbage that has happened, I found out yesterday that I apparently lost partnership for this YouTube channel back in March. And the only way I found out was that I got a copyright strike on a recent video that used music that I thought was licensed because with my YouTube network that I had been with for like 3 years on my old channel. I don't think I'm violating anything since they've let me go at this point, but they're called the Curse Network. They're like the Union for Gamers. It was a, you know, decent thing. You give them like 10% of your YouTube revenue, and in return, they don't really do anything. But before, at one point on YouTube, there was like this thing where if you weren't with an actual outside network, you would be subject to like this review process whenever you uploaded a video, and it would pretty much make it to where you couldn't monetize like any videos. So there was kind of like this gun against every YouTuber's head, like, you gotta get a network, you gotta do it. So I went with Curse because they took the lowest amount from me, and it turns out that they offered this interesting service in return where you could go to this website online and you could download royalty-free tracks, as many as you wanted, and as long as you were with Curse, it was fine. So I did, and that's where I used pretty much all of my music that's not Digimon or Tamagotchi related. Every song you've heard has been that stuff. So anyway, in a recent video, a song was identified, and I got a hit, and so I was like, what the heck's going on, right? So I go and log in to check my status, and I'm not partnered with them. I don't know what happened. They're being really weird, and like, I'm sure they don't want to admit anything, because I could, if I had money, I could sue them. Like, I don't, so I won't, and that's just how it is for people who aren't rich. You just gotta take it. in the butt. So right, I contacted them asking them like what happened, and they got back to me this morning and they said that because my channel is a toy channel, they let me go back in May. But the thing is, they didn't notify me. They didn't give me a heads up. They didn't send me an email, which they did for my old channel. My old gaming channel actually got an email somewhat recently where they were like, hey, you know, because of recent something or others, we're letting your channel go. And I was like, cool, that's fine, like whatever. I haven't uploaded that channel forever, and I'm just not going to end up doing anything with it, so it's like not a big deal. I'm going to do some battles while I talk about this. But that's pretty much it, you know? Like, I replied saying that's pretty lame. Like, you guys have people's livelihoods and channels in your hands, and you can't even, like, send me an email about it. So yeah, since March, I've been using music that I'm not supposed to be using. And, you know, I've got to figure that out. I've got to talk with them, with the people, the music people, and be like, hey, can I just, you know, I guess worst case, I can just buy a regular license to that site, like, without getting it through Curse. And it would cost me like $15 a month, which is more than half of what this channel makes. But that's, you know, I really like the music and I want to keep using it. And that's it. Like, I felt kind of demotivated by it because, you know, after like my last channel didn't work out, I felt really delegitimized, just kind of down, and it was a hit to me, you know? It was a hit to my confidence and all that stuff. And just getting this about this channel as well, it really kind of tears away what little sense of legitimacy I had. So I'm down, like, you know, like I'll be fine and I'll obviously recover and I'm not going to stop doing this stuff, but I'm not partnered anymore. My stuff is completely open to the elements and I could just get screwed over at any moment without any representation, and I can't use my favorite songs anymore. I feel bad leaving this off on this note like this. You know, bad stuff happens and it's okay to be sad about it, alright? Don't forget that in this age of the internet where if you're negative you get deleted. Yeah, like, it's upsetting to me. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh guys, I'm gonna figure this out and this doesn't even affect me. Like, it does. However, I've been through worse and I'll recover. If you do want to help support me in the meantime, my Patreon is a really good way to help me out. Yeah, like $1 a month from a few people could really make a difference in covering the overhead of this. If I can get like $15 more in Patreon per month, I could, you know, get that royalty-free music, and it wouldn't really mean a hit to me at all. So that's like a goal for me. If you're able to sign up for Patreon, I'd really appreciate it. There's always a link down below, and there's plenty of rewards to get in return as well. And so the bulk of this video isn't me being upset about something and also asking for money. Greg Sanders, they asked, what is your preferred Digimon Vpet? The Digimon specifically. If we were talking about Vpets overall, it's still hard for me to tell. It's so hard for me not to get caught up in nostalgia or just the blindness of what is new, right? So my impulse is to say the Digimon Pendulum Ver.20th, but I've spent so much time with them, it's easy for me to overlook, or rather I have to overlook for the sake of, you know, our relationship, their flaws. Specifically the whole, like, not being able to press buttons quickly and randomly just going completely unresponsive. That does take me out of it. That is very frustrating. It might seem like just one small thing, but this is how you interact with your pet. These are your controls. These are your hands and face. These are your facial expressions. This is how you interact with them. With this being messed up, it is a big hit to it, but I still think it's a really good device. Like, I really like the Ver.20th original Vpets, but this with the shaking and with the percentage of a chance to not digivolve or to digivolve, I really enjoy them. But that's the thing, I usually have a tendency to just pick whatever I'm currently playing with or whatever the newest thing is, because I'm just like, ooh, shiny, it's new. But for now, I can definitely say if we're just saying Vpets, if we're not doing the pedometer-based pets, if we're just doing Vpets, definitely the Ver.20th pendulums. I keep hearing people say take it apart and maybe see if you can get dust off it or whatever. I don't know, because even in those suggestions, people are like, I don't know if that actually does anything. Like, it seems like it made it a little better. And I would rather have something more concrete than that. I would rather have, like, it definitely doesn't do it anymore before I go taking this apart, potentially destroying the device. And I'm certainly not going to do it while we're in the middle of a run. I don't want to accidentally, like, take off the CMOS battery and remove our save file and then just lose sweet Dokugumon, you know? I couldn't take, oh my god, that's so cute. My favorite virtual pet overall might still be the Family Chi, the Tamagotchi Connection version 5. It's hard to tell if that's because that's the first one I came back to after a long break with virtual pets, because if you look, that I think was my first ever virtual pet on this entire channel. And it's still got, like, just so much going in it. It's got 3 Tamagotchis you can raise at once, but there's, like, not really any more effort to raise those 3 than usual, and there's options for other things, and, like, you unlock new mini-games with each generation. Being able to unlock new stuff per generation that's not just eggs is still something to me that just seems so simple and effective, but not many virtual pets do it. So I'd like to see that in a Digimon. That would be pretty cool. Thanks again for coming by, and thank you to my patrons for supporting my channel. YouTube channels, you invest a lot more than you think, and the patrons are making this possible, like literally possible. So to Zombie Face, Cookie Shifter, and I can't even. That was half intentional, but then I almost said a swear. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.